introduction to the average rate of change. You should have already taped your pages into pages 38 and 39 and 40 in your notebook. So everyone should have those. Also, our objective for the day is by the end of class today, you will be able to write an exit ticket summary of 3 to 5 sentences in your summary to describe the average rate of change, otherwise called the slope, of a line as increasing, decreasing, or constant. So you're going to describe this rate of change as either an increasing, decreasing, or constant rate of change. Why do I have this in orange?
Summary.
That's our summary. That's what you need to do, right? Your summary needs to have 3 to 5 sentences in it, so that's what you're doing in orange. Why is this in red?
Is it definition?
That's our vocabulary or definition word that we're working on today. Very good. And what are the green?
We use that for summary.
Yes, those are the words that you use when you're describing this in your summary. Excellent. Good job, guys. Okay, so let's look at page 38 and let's talk about the average rate of change. Okay, so everybody has your accountability talk cards out. And so with your partner, we're going to be using the red cards today, and this is where we're posing questions. And so just as a reminder how to use them, Maria, I'm going to ask you to choose a question off of the red card. And how would you form a question with your partner?
I wonder why the line of rate changes like the rate.
Good, that's a very good question. All right, so what you guys are gonna do is you're gonna talk about that question, and you write it in your notebook, and you guys will use it, you'll talk about it, you'll come up with another question, and you'll talk about why the answers are what they are. Now, we're gonna make a list of those a little bit later, and we'll make sure that all of them get answered. But right now, you're gonna work with your partner using the accountability talk cards, using just the red ones, and then a little bit later, we're gonna use the blue ones, but today, right now, just the red. Any questions?
Just there was simple vector thinking.
Considering what seems likely to you.
Let's see, this question. Which one? How far one
Considering what seems likely to you. Considering speed, what seems likely to you.
That's a good question. I'll write that down.
Yeah, what do you think about this question? How are what about this question? How are distance and time similar?
I think that's a pretty good question. I'll go ahead and write down that.
Pressure, just as a reminder, that as time increases, you know, we're moving to the right and the y-axis goes up, our distance is increasing. So if our arrow or our line goes up, that means we're moving faster, our rate of change is faster, and we're increasing in our rate of change, or speed, or slope is increasing. The line goes down, we're decreasing. And if it goes straight across, that means time still passes. We can't stop time, but the distance isn't changing, so something is sitting still. Even as I'm standing right here, time is passing, but I'm not moving, so it will look like a straight line because my distance didn't change, only time passed. So I'll go through and remind you of that. And then, so we have our cards back out again, and I want you to be on the blue card this time, the challenge and clarify ideas card. What I want you to do, as you are writing your exit ticket, again, you're writing 3 to 5 sentences, that's what I need you to do for me, to make for me today. And we're describing the average rate of change, otherwise known as a slope. And we're gonna use words like increasing, decreasing, or constant as we describe it, just like we had talked about on the board over here. Now, 3 sentences can come from using these words in them, but we need to have a couple of more. So I want you to use these to come up with your partner, come up with a couple of sentences that you can add to that, and then you'll each write your own exit ticket, but I want you to be able to structure them from here. And again, these vocabulary words, these descriptors have to be in there to describe this vocabulary word today. Are there any questions? Okay, go ahead and get started.